piecemeal restore, point in time recovery, ये दोनों हम देख चुका है.
Is piecemeal in the sense, if anybody asks, it's just that without the disruption of any ongoing services or business, the
Okay,
transaction what we
piecemeal
are doing
restore
is in
means,
that.
see, when you have multiple file groups, okay, for time being, you can restore one or two file groups using full backup.
Right.
Then, based on your convenient time, you can restore remaining file groups.
Okay.
So you are restoring each piece by piece. That is why we are calling it as piecemeal restore.
Piecemeal.
Okay. So
Yes.
now let's come to page recovery. See, in real time, we may maintain 2 TB database, 3 TB database, 5 TB database also. For example, in the 5 TB database, we have a corruption of only 2 pages. 2 pages means what? 16 KB. For the sake of 16 KB, do we need to restore entire database?
No, waste of time.
No, because so it is very time-taking process and not recommendable. For this purpose, so SQL Server introduced page recovery. So you can restore only those 2 pages whenever those pages correct. Okay. So what is the page corruption? Generally, why page corruptions happens? The main reason for corruptions are hardware failures. Okay. See, this is the disk. So any mechanical damage like this. So or any, for example, you are using the same disk for more than 5 years or 6 years. So this mechanical disk needs to rotate in the computer. So because of mechanical damage or any other mechanical or any other reason, there might be disk corruptions. Okay. So in that location, for example, see this, we have so many scratches here. So in that scratches, if there is any table saved, then there might be page level corruptions happens. Okay. So in this case, how to recover this page? That is the thing we are going to discuss. Okay. These are the steps. So how do you know page is corrupted? First of all, let me simulate a page corruption. So how to simulate a page corruption? For example, open SSMS. So what are the databases available for us? Let me take AutoDB. There are 3 files. Okay. I'll create a new database. Create database. Database name test. Use test. So select star into employees from AutoDB.dbo.employees. So what I am doing is, there is a table in AutoDB that is employees. So from that employees, I am creating one more table in current database test. Let me execute this.
With the same name, it will be created. No?
Yes, yes. So this is the technique of taking backup of the table. That means cloning one more table. With the same table from one database to other database, we are transferring. This is the command. Okay. Right now we are under test database. See this test database. Refresh all databases. We'll get test database. Open this. We have a table employee. This number. So what are the data in it? So there are 5 records in it. Okay. Now I'll corrupt this 1 or 2 pages. So which page I should corrupt? To check the page numbers, we need to use dbcc ind command. So there are 3 parameters here. One parameter is database name. Database name is test. Second parameter is table name. Table name is employees. Third parameter is whether do we have indexes or not. If it is heap, you need to mention 0. If there are any index, you need to mention index code. So how do you know indexes, whether index code? Select star from this dot indexes. So it will give you all the tables information I want, where object ID equal to. So this table name is test, not test employees.
Test is database. Oh, yes.
Yes. So now we will get the index information. So what is the type of index here? 0. That is why I am mentioning 0. If it is 1, if there is any index, you need to mention index ID. So now let me execute this. You will get pages information. So there are 2 pages in it currently in this table. Page number 119 is IAM page because it is page type 10. Page number 440 is data page because page number data type is 1. Page type is 1. That is why it is data type. Okay. So if you want to see the page, we already discussed this. DBCC page command you need to use. DBCC page. Okay. So first parameter is database name. Second parameter here is MDF file ID. The MDF file ID is 1. Third parameter is page number 440. And fourth parameter is print information, detail is 3. So if you want to see the page, you need to enable trace flag. Trace flag number is 3604. DBCC trace on. Fine. Now check this. So you can see the page information. So under this page, we have information John. This is slot number 0 means row number 1. Slot number 1 means row number 2. So under row number 2, we have Jane Smith information. I'm going to manipulate this information so that page will get corrected. Okay. So we are going to manipulate which page? Page number 440. Let me create few more pages in it. How to create more pages? Insert some data. Insert into employees. Select star from employees. Now we may get additional pages. See, we have multiple pages. So I'm targeting.
So you have copied that same
Table into same
that,
table. Okay. So if you query this table, see, all the information is repeated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, again,
yes,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that.
Yes,
so I am targeting one page. Choose any one page. Are you able to see the pages information here?
Yes. Page ID.
Choose any one page ID.
So any one you can take 464.
464. Okay. So what is the page size?
8 KB.
8 KB. So we need to check the exact location of the page. How to check? 464 into 8 KB, that means 81024. So this is the bytes information. If you calculate this, this is the value. If you go to this location in the MDF file, you will go to that exact page 464. Okay. So let me stop this instance first. So I am stopping this instance. Now I am simulating a page corruption. So in real time, we never do page corruptions. If something happens, if page corruptions happens by itself, then we will recover it, but we don't induce page recovery. So to page corruption, for simulating page corruption, I am using a tool. The tool name is Hex Editor. This is the tool. I'm opening it. Okay. File. I'm opening MDF file from here. So I need to choose this instance, MS SQL, data. So our database is test, right? Test,
Yes.
test.mdf. I am opening this file. So then go to address, click on go to. Okay, now whatever the calculated value is there, copy this value, go to here, give that value as a hex a decimal, click on OK. Now you can see the information. We are inside 464 page. See, JOHN, John is the data. John Doe. Okay, he is manager. So this is the data inside the page. Now what I am doing is, I'm just replacing letters. Instead of A, I'm using B. Instead of W, I am using E. Okay. I just replaced 2 letters and I am saving it. Save it, close it. Now you will get corrupted. So that page is get corrupted. Now go and start the instance. Okay. Now go and check the table. So you need to take a new session with test. Select star from employees. Okay, the page is opening. Now see. We got error. What is the error? SQL Server detected a logical consistency based IO error. IO means disk.
Input output.
Yes. Input output means it is related to disk.
Disk.
Okay. Incorrect checksum. So that means there is a disk corruption is there. So where is the corruption? Page number 464. See this. It is showing there is an issue with page number 464. So this is how we in real time, if you see like this, you need to understand this is page corruption. If you corrupted, if there are multiple page corruptions, multiple page numbers you will see. So how to recover these pages? If you have already backups, you have a backup strategy like full backup, differential backup, log backup. If you have backup strategy, from that you can restore that particular page. But we don't have backup strategy here because in the test database, we have not taken any backup as of now. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
So let me take some backups before doing corruption. Okay. I'll go to this database and deleting this table. Now creating same table again. Select star into employees. From which database? AutoDB. Dot schema is DBO. Dot table name is employees. Done. Completed. Now we have the same table again. Healthy table. So let me insert few more records. How to insert same table into same? Insert into table name.
Employees.
Select star from table. That's it. Done. Okay, fine. So now check any one page. TBCC. IND is the page information. So you need to mention database name, comma table name, comma index ID. Index ID is 0. You need to mention comma here. So we have 1, 2, 3 pages. Let me target any one page. 464 is fine. So we are targeting 464. Before corrupting this, I am taking full backup. Backup database. Database name is test.
To disk.
To disk equal to default path. test.bak. So this is 04/06/2025. Now we have backup. Okay. So now I am corrupting this MDF file. Only
Differential
one
we have
file.
to take out.
No need for this demo. We are using only full backup.
Okay.
So in real time, you need to do first. You need to recover the database with one page using full backup. Then if differential backup is available, you will restore differential also. Log backup is available. If you want, you can restore log backup also. But right now I am recovering only that page, right? So that is why I am using only full backup. Okay. I stopped this. So I'm targeting which page? 464. So page number 464, what is the value? This one is the value. Go to hex editor. Open this. So if you want, I can forward this tool to you also. Open file. I'm targeting test MDF. Go to address. Address is this one. Click on OK. So we have some data. So I am corrupting it. Okay. Save it and close it. Okay. Now go and start the instance. Okay. So the question here you is, how do I know this database has problem? Let me refresh it. So this is the test database. You know, we have corrupted a page. Since you are seeing that, you know there is a page corruption. But normal DBA or normal developer, how can anybody know this database has page corruption? Any guess? Okay, let me take a backup.
Any action if they are performing, it will show some error.
Okay, so nobody is performing any action in the table. How do we know there are page corruption? So I am taking one more backup. So there is a page corruption, right?
If there's a
Does
page
this
correction,
action?
so it will give the error, no? While
Okay, let me check.
taking the backup.
Can we take backup or not? Let me check. See, it is accepted. That means even though there are corruptions, still you can take backup. In the backup file also, you will get corrupted pages only.
Okay, but it will not give the notification. Like
Yes. If you want to get any alert, you need to enable some options in it. We already discussed this. Go to this database, go to task, go to backup. So what is the option we need to enable? Just a minute. I'll give new name for this backup file. Test. Okay. Click on OK. Go to media options. Did you remember any option that needs to enable to alert us whether there are corruptions or not?
checksum.
Perform checksum. This is the option. Verify backup is after completing backup, it will use restore verify only command. Now, if we enable checksum command, let's see what happens. It throws error. It will not take backup. What is the error? Backup test detected an error on page 464. So this is the ideal best practice. Best practice is whenever you are taking backup, you need to mention checksum. Command wise C, this is the command. Backup database name. Okay. Then, so this is the file name with no format not required here. No init not required here. Name also not required here. Skip also not required. See the thing here. This is the thing you need to mention. If you mention checksum, whenever you are taking backup, it will throw error. It won't allow you to take backup. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, this is one way. Let's assume nobody is using checksum, and as per your backup strategy, every week you are taking full backups. And there is a page corruption. After 1 month or 2 months, somebody came to you, some developer went to the database. Okay, so which database? Test database. After 3-4 months, he was querying employees table. Okay, he is not getting any output. What do you do? So in real time, as per our backup strategy, we maintain full backups up to maximum up to 2 weeks. That means 14 days. After 14 days, old backup will be deleted automatically. Okay. Now after 3 weeks, somebody came and complained about table. What can you do?
We can't do anything because that faulty
We
data has been
cannot
entered.
recover that page. We cannot recover that page because you have full backups only 2 weeks old. But see, the corruption was happened 3 weeks ago. So you have only 2 weeks older full backups. So whatever the backups available in that
It's
backup also
faulty.
page is corrupted.
Corrupted.
So if this type of scenario happens, they can fire the DBA, whoever is responsible. This is
Yes.
DBA work. Yeah, DBA needs to be taken care that there won't be any page corruptions in the backup files. How can DBA
Yes.
take care of this? So we have an
Is that-
option like health check. Okay. So how can we do health check? DBCC check DB. This is the command. So you need to run this command for all database every week. On weekly basis, if you run this command, let's see what happens. GBCC check DB. So it will analyze each and every page and will give you a report if there are any corruptions in the database. See this?
Like if we are taking backup or not taking backup, so generally we can run this command to check our
Yes,
database
yes.
whether it is good or not.
It is not checking backup files. It is checking live databases.
Okay.
Okay. So this is configured automatically. So there is a concept of automation we will discuss after this topic. So in the automation, we will configure a job. That job automatically run this command every Saturday night or every Friday night. So then whenever you come on Monday, you will see the report and we'll find out if there are any pages corrupted. See, we are getting table error. Table ID is this one, object ID, and the page number is 464. So if you find that any page corruptions, immediately you will take action. You will recover that page. This is the procedure. So the first option is you need to check DBCC check DB. You need to run this command. So if database is larger, database size is more like 2 TB, 3 TB, it will take hours. Okay. To avoid the time period, you can mention like with physical only. With physical only will not check everything. It will check only limited thing. So wherever corruption is there, it is lightweight command. So it will check surfacely wherever that corruption are there. So it will find out corruption and will report to you. It will take only few time, less time compared to all scan. This is not all scan. This is superficial scan. Okay. So you run weekly physical only. If database size is more, then you run DBCC check DB, complete checkup monthly.
Okay.
To save time. Okay. So first of all, if you find any errors in page, any corruptions in page, you need to run DBCC check DB one more time to make sure there are only one page corrupted or multiple pages corrupted. You are not sure. See, DBA came to you, sorry, developer came to you and told he's verifying employees table and he found there is IO error. IO error means disk error on 464 page. That doesn't mean you have only corruption on only this page. There might be multiple pages corrupted. How do you know there are single page corrupted or multiple page corrupted? You need to check DBCC check DB, then only you can find if there are multiple pages. If there are multiple pages corrupted, you can see all the page list here. Is it clear?
Yes. So these are the two methods to get know where is the page corruption.
Page corruptions.
Okay.
First of all, DBCC check DB is health check. We call it database health check command.
Okay.
This is one method. Another method is whenever you are taking backups, mention checksum. So if there are any errors, it won't allow you to take backup. Okay. So entire backup will be failed. You will get alert and you will go and check for any page corruptions. If there are any page corruptions, immediately you will recover. Otherwise, yeah, please.
So this page corruption generally happen due to physical damage.
It might be any reason due to constant power loss. So due to some CPU errors or disk corruptions or any issue. So if you want detailed issues, let me go and check. So what are the possible reasons for page corruptions in MS SQL? Now see the result. Possible reasons for page corruptions. Bad sectors on the disk, faulty RAM or cache. Okay. Disk controller errors, unstable power supply, hardware failures. This is related to hardware failures. Now this is IO subsystems. Write caching without battery backup. Disk firmware bugs, there might be bugs. And RAID controller problems. Improper shutdowns. So without proper shutdown, you are just unplugging power source. That might cause any corruptions, page corruptions, or crashes, disk crash. Okay, file systems, OS level problems and third-party driver issues. There might be multiple reasons page may get corrupted. Okay. So now our job is to
one more question. There is 100% surety, like in page corruption, we can take the backup of that bad sector's data.
See, taking backup is not in your hand. You already automated the job. So every Sunday, what is our backup strategy? Every Sunday, so maybe 2 a.m. it will trigger backup job, full backup job. So you need not to wake up and start the computer. It will automatically start it. Then every day, 2 a.m. you will take differential backup. This is our strategy. As per backup strategy, so whether you take or not, automatically it will be triggered. So every 10 to 15 minutes, you will take transaction. Okay. So now some developer came to you and he is asking employee table is not open. So you verified a DBCC check DB, you came to know 460 pairs 464 page is corrupted. Now what you will do? So in the last week you performed DBCC check DB, there was no error. There was no page corruption. This week 464 page is corrupted. That means what? So whatever we have taken last week, that backup is valid backup. There were no corruptions in the last week backup. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So we are sure last week backup is healthy. From that last week healthy backup, we will recover that page. Okay. So you will be sure because you are regularly checking database health. How? DBCC check DB. If you don't regularly check database health, then you are not sure whether last week backup is healthy or not.
Yes.
Okay. Now let me recover the page. How to recover? So what is the restore command? Restore database name test from disk equal to path. So what is the file name? Let me go to that folder, go to backup. So we have two backups. This backup already I shown you because this was corrupted. After corrupting, we have taken this backup. Now we need to consider this backup. So let me take this backup name. So this is the backup. So this is the command, right? If I mention this, okay, it will restore everything. I don't want to restore everything because it will take time because my database size might be 2 TB, 3 TB. So for this purpose, I'll break from here, restore database. I'll mention page. Page. What is the page? Page equal to. So I need to mention everything.
464.
Like this one. I need to mention like this. Okay. I think it is not equal to. Let me correct this command. Yeah. So no bracket should be there. Yeah. So this is the command. This restore database name, page equal to this one from, okay, database name come to here. Okay, from this and with no recovery. If you want no recovery, or you can use recovery also because so you are restoring in the current database. You have only full backup. So let me restore this. Execute. Okay, it is in use. Let me use with replace. Okay, sorry. Can you restore any backup without sending backup to offline or restoring state?
No, we have to.
No, right? So
No.
first of all, we need to send the database to restoring state. We have not done that. So let me send it to restoring state. How to send restoring state? Just take a log backup. Backup log database name is test. To disk equal to test log dot trn. So clearly, carefully observe here with no recovery. So I am using with no recovery with backup first time. By taking this log backup, you are sending this database into restoring state. Let me execute this. Okay, it is using in the same database. Use master database. Now execute it. So it is
So
not
with
accepting. Yes,
Usually
please.
we were taking no underscore truncate na, for the tail.
No underscore truncate is tail lag backup.
Yes.
Here it is also kind of tail lag backup, but the purpose is we want to send this database into restoring state. So
Okay.
if you mention with no recovery,
Mhm.
it will go to restoring state. So it is not accepting because it is already in use. So whatever it is using, we need to kill all the connections. How to kill all the connections? So alter database. Database name is test set single user with rollback immediate. This is the command. Okay. So if I mention this command, it will kill all the connections and it will send into single user mode. Then it will take backup. Then it will make it multi-user mode. Okay, let it be. First, let me take this one. Now I'm sending it to single user mode and taking back log backup. Fine. So log backup taken successfully. Okay, database is in single user mode. Let me set it multi-user mode again. Will it allow us? Instead of single, we'll use multi. Okay, it is in restoring state. Fine, it is not allowed. So now check the database, whether it is online or restoring state. It is in restoring state. Now what you will do, you will restore the database using that page. Let me execute this command. Then completed. I restored this full backup. Only one page I restored. Now we have taken log backup, right? We need to restore this one also. But I didn't mention with no recovery. So the database might come online. Or still it is in restoring state. Fine. Now let me restore this backup file. So restore log test from disk with recovery. Execute this, then completed. Now execute multi-user, then completed. Now check this out. Test database came online. Take a session with test database. How to use test database? Use test. Execute. So check the files table list. Select star from this dot tables. Inside the database, we have only one table employees. Now verify the table. Select star from employees. See, you got the information. How did you get the information? Because we recovered the exact page. If you have multiple pages, you need to just mention comma. Okay. Then you need to mention one means MDF 465 page. I think you need to mention page also, page equal to. It is correct. So like this, if you have 5 pages, 10 pages, 20 pages also, you can restore. But if you have, what if you have multiple pages like 100 pages, 500 pages, 1000 pages? Better to go full backup recovery. Is it clear?
But it will work only if the data corruption is not happened before 2 weeks.
Yes, yes. If already that page is corrupted, again you will get corrupted page only.
Yes, yes.
So what are the steps in the page corruption? Let me explain. First step, step 1, run dbcc check db. Why? Why are we running this?
It will check for the means
To
if any page has
understand
the error.
if
Page
there are
corruption.
any other pages corrupted. Next, second step. Take log backup with no recovery. Why are we performing this step?
To move that database to that restore, which
Yes.
restore phase.
Yes, correct. To send the database into restoring state. Why are we need to send the database into restoring state?
To take the backup.
No.
To restore, sorry, for the restoration.
So to allow you restore the exact page, if your database is online, you cannot restore the page. Not only page, you cannot restore anything. So to
Right.
restore any existing backup, the database should be in restoring state. Okay. Step 3. Restore full backup. Restore the exact page from full backup. Then restore differential backup. You can mention page also. Then restore log backup. So here with no recovery, and then here also no recovery, and then here also no, here with recovery. Not here, sorry, no recovery.
For the tail
So,
log, it will be.
Yes, the log backup you taken for sending database into restoring state. The final log backup with recovery. Now your database will come online and you can see the page. Is it clear?
Yes.
So this is about page recovery. So if something
हरी जी,
happens, yes.
इस केस में भी कभी कभी तो ऐसा होता होगा ना कि ये कमांड्स भी हमारी काम ना करें, फिजिकल डैमेज कुछ ज्यादा, मतलब जो भी प्रॉब्लम हुई है वो प्रॉब्लम ज्यादा ड्यू टू दैट हमारा डेटा रिकवर नहीं हुआ है.
See, if your backup is valid, if your backup file is healthy, you can recover the database. That is very much simple as it is. If your backup file is not healthy, then you cannot recover that page.
ठीक है.
Okay.
Okay.
So now, so rest of the scenarios only partial backup is there. That is not required. Nobody is using. If you want, I can show you what is going on there. So instead of, see, we are taking backups, right? We have multiple file groups, FGA, FGB, FGG. So we are taking full backups. From full backup, if you want to restore, see this. From full backup, if you want to restore, you can restore the exact file group. Restore database name, full backup. Okay, come here. Come here. See this. So instead of restoring everything, here restoring only read-write file groups, because read-only never changes. So this is about partial backup restore. Don't worry, nobody is using this type of scenario. Okay, let me stop this topic and we will start another topic, that is system databases corruptions. So as of now, whatever we have discussed, everything is related to user databases. What if system database corrupts? How to recover system databases? We will start with one by one. What are the system databases available?
Master, model.
Master database, model database, go to databases, system databases, master, model, MSDB, template.
temp.
Okay. So what happens? We will start with easiest one, TempDB. So TempDB is very important. All users will use TempDB. Intermediary system procedures will use TempDB. Okay, sorting operations take place in TempDB. Intermediary results will take place in TempDB. DBCC checkDB command will use TempDB. So everything is used by TempDB. If TempDB corrupts, what you need to do? Nothing need to do. Just restart the instance. SQL Server will be automatically creates a new copy. So we have already discussed this. Whenever you restart SQL Server, a fresh copy will be created. TempDB goes to TempDB corrupted, automatically SQL goes down. If something happens to TempDB, for example, let me corrupt this TempDB. To corrupt this also, we need to bring it to offline, right? So let me bring it offline. Sorry, the database, right click, task.
This instance will automatically be shut down if anything happens to this temp.
Yes. I cannot show you this demo because if something happens to TempDB only, we will see. For example, to corrupt this TempDB, I need to make this instance offline. So let me stop this instance. You will see why I am telling this. So I stopped the instance. So instance is stopped. Now go to the data file, data folder. So let me delete TempDB files. So these are related to TempDB, right? So I am deleting everything. There is no TempDB in my computer now. Let's assume we have corrupted TempDB. So now what we need to do? We need to start the instance, right?
Yes.
If we start the instance, automatically TempDB will be created. Okay, so automatically it will come online. Now go on to check. Connect. It is connected. So if TempDB corrupts, nothing to worry. Just restart the instance, automatically it will be created. Go on to check. See, just now we have created all of this. All MDF, NDF freshly created. Any doubts here?
No.
Then if see something happened and the data and this instance went down. So if you see any service is down regarding SQL Server, what you will do? You go to the instance and right click on start, right?
Yes.
So by the moment you click on start, automatically it started. Then how do you know what is the problem? What was the problem? Why it went shut down? Why it went to down? How can you know the reason? What is the root cause?
In the LDF, we can check the logs. All the logs will be there.
Okay. So there are two types of logs here. Logs means error log is different. Error log means whatever happening in the computer, it will record in a file. Transaction log is different. Transaction log means you are saving transactions. Okay. If something happened, you can check the error log. But instance itself down, right?
Yes.
So instance itself down. How can you open this management and go to SQL Server error logs? So in this scenario, you can check event viewer. Open event viewer. Event viewer is related to your computer, not SQL Server. So open this application logs. Here you can find out anything happened to SQL Server. Then you can confirm because of TempDB, the server went down.
Okay.
So if TempDB is corrupted, you can see here. In our scenario, it is not corrupted. That is why you are not seeing any error. One error we got, backup failed. That is okay. Okay. So if something happens to TempDB, that will be recorded here. Okay, fine. And one more use of TempDB is go to TempDB, right click on TempDB, go to properties. So what is the created date? Just now it is created, right?
Yes.
So with the TempDB creation date, you can find out when was the SQL Server rebooted. When was the last time SQL Server stopped and started? Whenever you start, TempDB will be created, fresh copy will be created, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So that is why if the date is very latest, that means recently SQL Server restarted. You can understand that. Is it clear?
Yes. It is.
Any doubts? Okay. Now let's come to another database. So before doing anything, let me take backups of system databases also. Not only user database, you need to take backup of system databases also. Okay. How to take backup? Backup database name master, to disk equal to master.bap. Copy this.
So for this system database is also that full and differential transaction, all those things are there.
Very valid question. Let me check that. MSDB. We will check that. What are the available backups you can take for these databases? Let me check it. Can I take full backup? Right click here, master, task, backup. So what are the backup types available?
Only full is there.
So for master, only full backup you can take. Go to MSDB. For model, go to task, go to backup. For model database, we can take full backup also, differential backup also, transaction log backup also. But in real time, nobody take differential log backup for model database. Only full backup will be taken for this database also. But it allows you diff also, log also. Now let's come to MSDB. Right click, task, backup. What is the available backup types for this?
Full and differential.
Only full and differential. Not long. Okay, interviewer may ask this question. So what are the available backup types for master database, model database, and MSDB? And one more question is, what is the recovery model of master system databases? Go to options. What is the recovery model of this one, master database?
Simple.
Default recovery model is simple. Now let's come to model. What is the recovery model?
Full.
Now come to MSDB. What is the recovery model for it? Simple.
Simple.
Okay. So for master also simple. For MSDB also it is simple. Only for model database, is full by default. What about TempDB? Can you guess?
Full or simple?
Simple only. Do we need to take backup of temp database?
No, every time it is freshly started. So
Every time you restart SQL Server, it will be freshly recreated. And moreover, it is a dump. It is a dustbin.
yes. This for
Why do you
temporary
want
uses
to?
we are
Yeah,
using.
yes. It is like dustbin. Why do you want to save dust? So no
Okay.
need to take backup of temp. Okay, that is one thing. And one more thing, you cannot take backup of TempDB because there is no option available for backup TempDB. Okay.
And Adiji, means for in our general routine, like every weekly we are taking that full and differential daily and the transaction log. So that will be only for that user database or for this
Only
also?
for user databases. For system database, we will take full backup daily
Daily full backup. Okay.
or then full backup later. This is the strategy for system databases. So there are two types of databases. System databases. For system databases, we have different strategy. Strategy is daily full backup. For user database, we have a different strategy. That is weekly full, daily differential, every 10 to 15 minutes transaction. So let me take first backups. Okay. So system databases backup taken. Now we will play with any one database. See this. So TempDB completed, right? If something happens to TempDB, what you need to do? What you need to do?
Restart that instance.
Just restart the instance. That's it. Now let's come to MSDB. MSDB. Why MSDB is used? So if you want to check backup history or restore information, that will be saved in MSDB. And there are other type of uses we will see in future. So database mail, high availability options. So if you want to send any email, everything will be stored in that under MSDB. So it works closely with the agent, SQL Server agent. If you see the instance, so there are two types. One is SQL Server instance, another one is the agent. If you see this one also, you can see for the one instance, you can see two type of service account. One is for main SQL Server, another thing is for agent account. For agent, it will considered as a brain MSDB database. Something happened to MSDB. How can you recover?
Backups we are taking.
Yes, we have taken backup. MSDB corrupted. Let me corrupt MSDB. Stop the instance. Go to data folder. Where is MSDB? MSDB data. I'm deleting this. Deleted, right? Now go and start the instance. First of all, TempDB goes down. TempDB, अगर TempDB down हो गया तो instant start कर सकता है क्या?
Yes, you have to restart.
If TempDB goes down, what happens? Instance will shut down immediately. Immediately. But if you restart, it will start. Because a new copy will be created. Now, second question. What happens if MSDB goes down? Instance will go down. Is it correct?
Instance will go down. Sure.
Instance will not go down.
Huh?
Because there is no system settings in MSDB. MSDB related to SQL Server agent. Agent will go down, not
Okay,
database.
user settings are here.
Okay. Okay. So now go here. Start the instance. Where is instance? SQL Server. Open configuration manager. Start the instance. Instance will be started. No issue in that. But the agent you cannot start because MSDB is not available. So you will get error. See, is it started? Let me refresh it. It is started, but it won't work. Let me check it. Go and check. Refresh. So we have taken some backups, right? Let me stop and start again otherwise. Okay. So generally, if you check select star from msdb.dbo.backup set, what is the information you will get?
About backup sets.
Okay. So database name. Okay. Let me check star only. So what is it telling? Database MSDB can't be opened due to inaccessible files. Okay. So you don't know what happened. So immediately what you will do, you go to management, you go to SQL Server error logs, open current one. Now check, you will understand what happened. 4/6/2025, 15:23. Okay. When did you started? See this failed to open explicitly specified database MSDB. So there is issue with MSDB. If you go one by one, step by step, you can understand this. So here it is showing issue is with MSDB. Now what you can do, you have available backup, right? Just go and restore. How to restore it? Restore database.
Restore.
Database name is MSDB.
From disk.
From this equal to
file
MSDB. So you should be in master database while restoring. So we have already some part in it. So we have not deleted entire thing. So we have some part in it, recovery pending. So that is why with replace we need to use. It will overwrite the existing MSDB, create new MSDB with the existing backup. Now check it out. Execute this and complete it, right? Now go and refresh. See, we recovered MSDB. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what MSDB corrupted? What you will do? First of all, do you have backup? Yes. Go and restore the database. If you don't have the backup, by mistake, your backup file is also not healthy. You don't have backup or all the backups were deleted. How can you recover MSDB?
It can't be recovered without file.
We cannot recover the information, but we can recover a fresh copy of MSDB. A new copy of MSDB will be created, but you cannot recover the old information. All the information will be lost. Okay. So we will discuss that part tomorrow. Let me stop from here.